Alright. It has been too long, fellas. Apologize for the break in content. Most people don't really realize it, but if you do, I apologize. Anyway, Sim Update 4 Beta. And right off the rip, we're just going to get into it. The night lighting in Sim Update 4 Beta is certainly improved drastically. So, first thing, let me turn my head tracking off. First thing I want to talk about is the variety. Hold on. I had a good shot of it earlier. Hold on. Let me do this. We'll go to, I think it's this view. Yeah. So the variety in lights. We've got our standard lights, then we've got our sort of orange street lights. Little green things here, little blue things here. Stuff you would see in real life. Stuff that I see when I flew at night. It's just got slight variety and stuff. And also, if you look at this major road here into town, these big roads, before Sim Update 4 Beta, if I'm not mistaken, especially somewhere like that, or, you know, it would have this glow. And it was such an artificial, unconvincing glow. Uh-oh, we're frozen. Okay, something's wrong with OBS, because this happened last time I tried to record. And it offered me an update, and I said, go F yourself, so that's on me. But, anyway, it had this artificial glow that was just so unconvincing. And now, with the beta, when you get into places that are highly populated, and my TLOD's at like 150, so it's not even very high, but the glow is much more convincing. It looks much more centralized to that small lit area versus this weird painted sort of, you know what I'm talking about if you're not in the beta, or if you are, you remember it. So Sim Update 4 has just drastically improved the night lighting sort of engine. I don't know if that's the right word, but the variety in lights, the way that it's convincing you that it is, you know, a cluster, sort of a populated area, is much better. And it's just, I mean, it's running great. I mean, look at us. I just found out the Phoenix, you can put this broad in there. So now I got this broad over on my right, sitting right seat with a pair of David Clarks, dude. So we're chilling. I'm enjoying it, man. I'm really liking Sim Update 4 Beta. Everything's fairly smoothed over. Like I said, when's the last time we've had a nice, smooth, head tracking video of the Phoenix on this channel? It's been, I don't think ever. I've always had issues with the Phoenix, but yeah, I'm gonna split this into two videos, but Phoenix just had an update that I think is pretty good. But actually, I'll throw it in this video. Who gives an F word? The Phoenix just had a small patch, and I believe they were fixing some flickering up here, a bunch of different little things, some sound fixes, yada yada. But the things that I've noticed more in the Phoenix is, before that little update, I literally flew it last night. I saw there was an update, but I was already in the sim, so I didn't want to restart it. But when I would switch to the cabin view, my GPU usage would spike to 100 and my frames would drop by like 20. But I would have plenty of VRAM, and obviously my CPU's not throttling or anything, and I thought, that's so weird. I don't understand what could cause that. And no matter what I did, it was just the 319, the 320, and the 321 would have that issue. But now I'm noticing that just the performance is wonderful across the whole aircraft, which is awesome. Just by the way, look at this guy. How cool is this, dude? I believe this is maybe a Hughes livery. I can't quite remember. But anyway, so the Phoenix update, that's the one thing that I've noticed. In the 321, I haven't checked yet, but I would imagine it is. I think I saw it in the changelog. The little curtains in the 321 were flickering. I think they fixed that, but don't quote me on it. But, yeah, man. The Flight Sim world's going great. I'm happy with this. This new Sim beta build is really wonderful. So I have no complaints. I'm loving the Phoenix. I'm loving the the 7.3 Max, so we're chilling, guys. But yeah, that's a quick video. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and I hope you have a nice nice night lighting in the new. Actually, I'm gonna leave soon, but I just want to kind of zoom in on this cluster up here. Look how convincing that is. Actually, can you say screenshot or thumbnail? Jeez, say screenshot for thumbnail. Use a game bar. Or like gay bar, am I right, guys? But yeah, I mean, just look at that. The way that in the cluster with the highly populated areas, you have convincing looking cluster of lights. Convincing looking main routes and roads and walkways and cityscapes. It's wonderful, man. And it's just so much better than what it was. That was my main gripe, because the night lights look amazing in 24, but that completely ruined every aspect of it. And now, I mean, looking at it now, I have no complaints. And it's only going to get better, so good job, Microsoft. You did good with this, at least, so I'm really enjoying this new beta build. But anyway, bye.